So with Pluto moving into Aquarius, with Uranus moving into Gemini, with Neptune and Saturn both moving into Aries. And right now, as you're watching this video, as I'm recording this video rather, we're in the Mercury Retrograde shadow period. You can see the way the chess pieces are being moved around and set up. And even if you don't consider your intuition to be that strong, you can feel that something is off. And so right now, I don't have a horse in a race, okay? I'm fully aware of the illusion of choice, right? Of the whole voting system. I mean, it's 2024 and people are still going to polls to vote. You feel me? Anyway, I know about the Electoral College, presidents are selected, all of that, right? But we're here born in this matrix. So sometimes people who are fully aware, who's coming from a 5D mentality, still participate in the game, right? So saying all that to say, I do like a lot of what Trump was saying about, young children shouldn't be making the choice of making a sex change at the age of like 5 or 6. That's just my personal beliefs. You don't have to agree with me. I just don't think children that young should be mutilating their body. They should wait until they're much older. So I do like a lot of what I was hearing on both sides, right? Even though both sides are still two wings of the same bird. You feel me? So I see that the way that this whole chess game is stirring up the emotions in people, right? Like right now, people are on edge on the Democratic side because, they really want to come out to win. And then people are on a very high on the Republican side because Trump won. He won the popular vote and all of that. Okay? So imagine if people, patriots are extremely ecstatic because Trump won, right? And if something was to happen to Trump and then that power be stripped away from him, and even though I personally believe that January 6th, what happened January 6th last time was orchestrated by higher powers, okay? Imagine January 6th on steroids if people didn't get their way. It will be blood in the streets, okay? It would pretty much set up for a civil war. Conditioning of the mind. That's the reason why they dropped this film, Civil War. Something I find eerie about this film is that the director of this film, right, retired after he dropped this film. Hello? What? And one fact that Trump was making clear was that he was going to enact this large deportation, law, deporting immigrants, even stripping away birthright citizenship. And one thing in this film was that they were going around asking people, what language do you speak? Are you from here? Making it like patriots were taking their land back. And you can see in our real time, that's exactly what's happening. You have the influx of a lot of immigrants, and people are upset because they feel like their homeland is being invaded by immigrants. So stripping away birthright citizenship would really take away, people who've been away here pretty much like their whole life, like second generation people. Side note, isn't Trump's wife or isn't Elon Musk both like immigrants? Anyway, so something is telling me, I don't have anything to back this up right now, but Elon Musk and his influence of being the wealthiest person in the world had a lot to do with the results being called so fast. Okay, something that I don't see people talking about is when last time that we had an election, I believe Facebook was taken to court because they were, correct me if I'm wrong, right? I could be wrong, but they were taken to court because they were accused of political tampering in some way. I think it was like persuading people FBI pressured Facebook to interfere in 2020 election. Zuckerberg. FTC imposes 5 billion penalty and sweeping new privacy restriction on Facebook. So if all of this happened to Facebook for political interference, how is it that Elon Musk purchased an entire platform and was pretty much using every other tweet to persuade people to vote for Trump, and nothing has happened to Elon Musk? Isn't it the same thing? Or maybe I'm missing something. Also, I don't have anything negative to say about this guy, Robert F. Kennedy. I actually like a lot of what he was saying, right? And I want to restate that I don't have a horse in this race, right? I didn't want Trump to win. I didn't want Kamala to win. I was Jill Stein and her, and her vice president, who was a, melanated man. That's who I was pretty much gearing towards, even though I know how the entire system works, right? But I was looking more for Jill Stein to even appear on, the news in any type of way. But anyway, RFK. So with him being in, Trump's camp, I can say another thing that would add to some type of event happening on Trump's side is that some people would say that the Kennedy family has a curse, looking at his predecessors. So if you have people on Kamala's side already taken to the streets, demanding recounts, which, a lot of people were saying that there's like 16 million votes that's missing or whatever, right? But this is adding to this is like a preview of Neptune in Aries, Saturn in Aries, Uranus in Gemini, Pluto in Aquarius. This is what this whole theme is, and it will be going into 2025. You've already been conditioned for the Civil War. Now it's becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy, and I'm afraid that people are playing right into it without stepping back from the situation and utilizing their critical thinking. So I consider myself to be an optimist, right? I have my sun in the ninth house and a cazimi with Mars, right, in Cancer. So I'm pretty much an optimist. But I can say the way that this energy that's looming, I feel like right now it's inevitable for major events to take place, like a civil war, like a major war, and the reconstruction of America as we know it, like pretty much states becoming their own countries, the falling of the government. And the falling of the government is symbolic because the government governs the mentality of the people. So everything that I mentioned, all of these changing of the lords that's happening, is strengthened by the Pluto return of the United States, which in itself, Pluto, if America is going through its Pluto return, then it's going to be the fall so that it can be built back up again, the restructuring, the phoenix moment of the United States. And since the Pluto return is happening in Capricorn, Capricorn represents the 10th house. The 10th house represents presidents, represents the government, right? So the Pluto return in Capricorn is going to bring the restructuring of the government as we know it. America's also going through its Uranus return as well, when Uranus goes into Gemini. So I'm saying all that to say that 2025, I don't think that the majority of the masses can even fathom what is to take place. But I will say, if you've been following me for a while, I've been telling you to get ready for a while. Don't be scared, just be prepared. Don't live in fear. Get ready so you can be in the clear. Ooh, bars, hold up, bars. All right, that's all I got for y'all today, man. You already know what to do. Like, share, follow. I don't know if it's going to help. I'm shadow banned pretty much on every platform, but I'll see y'all next time.